Hello, Team Possibilities. You are welcome to yet another edition of Feeding Possibilities by FMN, right here on FMN TV, where we show you the incredible effort that has been put into feeding and enriching lives of millions of people for over 6 decades. You'll also get to meet the people behind this great story of resilience, impact, sustainability, and transformation since 1960. Be ready to be entertained. Be ready to be informed. My name is Olive Emodi, and I'll be right back. Welcome back. Today on Feeding Possibilities by FMN, we have the MD of Golden Penny Foods Limited here. He is Mr. Devlin Hainsworth. Hello, Devlin. How are you?
I'm good. And you, Olive?
I'm good. I actually wanted to give you a high five instead. Yeah. So first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Golden Penny Foods Limited has been, taking such giant leaps. And I'm here for all of that, really. But recently, you became an autonomous business entity of FMN under the name Golden Penny Foods Limited. What was the business decision behind that?
Let me start with the vision. The vision of Golden Penny Foods is to be the leading B2B and B2C food company in Africa, #1 in Nigeria. And there are 4 main strategic imperatives. The first one is maximizing value in B2B. The next 3 are all about B2C. First of all, building loved brands. Secondly, expanding our distribution capability. And thirdly, bringing a big basket of local content innovation. Now, when we do all of this, we're going to deliver a phenomenal 10x growth. So that's what we're standing for within the food business. Now, the change that you rightly reference is the move into what we call our food vertical. That brings 3 distinct advantages. First of all, it gives us singular focus. Secondly, it speeds our decision making up and makes us better at execution. And finally, when we choose so to do, it frees us and makes it easier to do mergers and acquisitions. So really, it's a win-win-win.
And I couldn't agree more. So many business, a huge thought process went behind that. And I know that customers are probably expecting, what's next. So in terms of expectations for this loved brand, what should customers expect in terms of innovation and, what we should see in the next few months or maybe year?
Great question. Let me start with our purpose. Our purpose is feeding the nation and enriching lives. And let me give you a factoid. If you take Golden Penny products here in Nigeria, we meet the requirements of 38 million meal occasions on a daily basis. And that's because of our Golden Penny brand, which really stands for 3 main things. First of all, quality. Secondly, nutrition. And thirdly, emotion/family values. So given the stakes here, it's vital that we bring our best in everything that we do. And it starts with the gold standard quality, be it for the pasta or the semo or indeed our whole basket. Secondly, that basket is ever expanding. We have in there now choco, mayo, Golden Penny spreads, amazing day breakfast cereal, and I could go on. And also the Honeywell brands as well. And also we need to keep refreshing our flavors. Importantly, it really starts with the consumer value proposition. We need to understand what our brand means for the consumer, then refresh it, and also bring outstanding consumer advertising. So a great example of that is with Golden Penny Semovita, which is really your soup's first choice. If you think about it, you spend all that time preparing the soup, you want a swallow that goes very well with it, and Golden Penny Semovita is the best. And in terms of our breakfast cereal Amazing Day, it's not just for kids, but certainly it's all about nurturing the amazing within your child, as well as delivering a very nutritious breakfast occasion. In addition, we've done a lot of experiential marketing. We've done soup festivals. On World Children's Day, we've done events for children up and down the country. So in summary, there are two things. First of all, we need to be committed and we need to be creative. We need to be on our A game to ensure that we continue in everything we do to inspire our consumers with Golden Penny.
So many exciting points to pick from here: quality, nutrition, prioritizing the customers. And you mentioned, I really liked the soup festival. I'll talk about that later. But the Amazing Day, when you mentioned it, I recall something that happened recently. So I also was of the opinion that Amazing Day was for kids. But I tried it out and it was incredible. So I got a lot and I put it in my house. Can you believe that every time my friend will come visit it, the numbers will keep reducing? The sachets just kept reducing. And I realized that she was also obsessed with it. So that's incredible product that you have there. And I'm looking forward to seeing the many innovations that you have. But let's talk about what's the next big thing that customers should expect. What is the one big thing?
Let me start with the current big thing. We're 65 years old, we've just turned that. And to mark that, we thought we needed to do something very special to thank our consumers. So we came up with the National Consumer Promotion, winning big, the Golden Penny 65th Anniversary Promotion, which is running across Golden Penny pasta, semo, and noodles over a 3-month period. We have something like 300 redemption centers, the length and breadth of Nigeria, and we're giving away cash. We're giving away cars, fridges, cookers.
Did you say cars?
Yes, we're giving away cars on a weekly basis, and you can even design your own kitchen. So it's an exciting one, but we have a whole pipeline of innovations to come. We have a very big launch just around the corner in a new and exciting category for Golden Penny, which I'm afraid I can't quite give out today. In addition, as we come through towards the end of the year and into next year, there'll be a lot more new advertising, promotions, flavor extensions. A lot is going to go on. So watch this space, Olive.
I don't just want to watch this space. I need to be a part of this. I had cars. These are such lush gifts. And I hope that I can find a way to be a part of it, and I will not be disenfranchised. I will not be removed from this because I'm hosting this conversation. Do you agree that I can be a part of it?
I agree.
Thank you very much.
If you buy the products.
Of course I will. Of course I do. Okay, let's now talk about your career. You've had a very impressive career. Now you're the MD of Golden Penny Foods Limited. If you could give one career advice, what would that be?
Leadership is everything. When you bring your best self and you believe in yourself, anything is possible. And avoid being the victim. But when you see yourself as source in the matter, as source of everything, it's so empowering. And in that sense, you can lead with self, which I think is the hardest thing to do. We all have that nagging self-doubt at times. The second one is leading in relationships. You might feel a bit disenfranchised with your boss or a colleague, but you can go right in there and lead in that relationship, and you can reframe it. Thirdly, of course, leading in the organization. And when you get fully up to speed, there is nothing stopping you leading in the world. And for me, you put all that together, and that is breakthrough leadership in action.
And that's such beautiful advice. Thank you very much for sharing. I know that will be helpful for some of our viewers, as it has been helpful for me. But as we wrap up the conversation, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Please do.
If you could choose one product that is your favorite Golden Penny Foods product, which will it be?
I'm afraid it's a bit predictable. I'm a traditionalist. It's golden penny pasta,
Are you a creamy pasta or tomato pasta?
tomato pasta.
Oof, you're missing.
Okay.
Creamy pasta. In fact, there's the one they call it, I think it's rose gold, where it's creamy and a little bit of tomato base mixed together.
That's
Now I'm hungry.
innovation.
Yeah, I like that. Spaghetti or spaghettini?
Spaghetti.
Ah, good. I like spaghetti too. Macaroni or twist?
Twist.
Okay. Choco or spread?
Spread.
Great minds think alike. I love it. Thank you so much for joining me on the conversation today.
Thank you, Olive.
I look forward to having you again, and I wish you all the best. You and your incredible team. I know that it really does, teamwork makes the dream work. So I wish you all the best in achieving these huge goals.
It is all about teamwork, and you'll be a VIP guest at the next Soup Festival.
Deal. On camera. Deal. Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Devlin, for joining us.
Thank you.
This has been Feeding Possibilities by FMN. It's been a pleasure to have you join us today, and we want you to constantly engage with our social media platforms, scrolling on your TV screen. My name is Olive Emodi, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.